Welcome back to Candy's Classic Game Shrine, everyone. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Nintendo 3DS. This is the predecessor to the Nintendo DSi and the Nintendo DSi XL systems. This system is everything that the DSi was and more. It offers 3D gameplay without the use of glasses. It also offers features such as street passing, which is like tagging other gamers within your vicinity with your consoles and unlocking like little features and mini games. Also, it has several mini games installed upon purchase, which is pretty nice. Excuse me. And on top of that, it also has the Miiverse built in, which is Nintendo's forum of sorts for the gamers of their various games to come together and give tricks and tips and just converse about the games. So, shall we get in? First off, you'll notice that this is actually a really nice sized handheld. It's not too big, it's definitely not too small, and it fits perfectly in almost everybody's pockets and purses and things of that sort. It really isn't that bulky, it's perfect. And even with my extended battery, which I'll get to later. It has your clamshell design, which the last several systems have had, and the hinge can be a little weak and wobbly in its down position, but the later releases of this supposedly had that addressed. This is a day one release, so. Next up is the library of games that it had. It was fantastic. It was backwards compatible with all the previous DS and DSi games, and had its own whole new library of Mario, Pokemon, RPGs, fighters, shooters, you name it, they have it. And it has the addition of the eShop, which was polished way more than it was on the DSi, and you pretty much have full internet capabilities on here, albeit not that great. But you're not going to go and throw out your iPad, or your laptop, or even your phone for this. But it's a great feature. It hosts Netflix if you want it to, which the DSi could not do, and I don't think it even can do with updates. Also, this is one hell of a sturdy system. I have dropped this more times than I can count, and look at it. It's only got a few scuffs and it's a bit dirty, but other than that... there we go, there's a battle scar. But that's about as bad as it got. The screen always stayed perfect, there's no dead pixels on it. I'll turn it on for you, if it ever wants to go on. There we are. The screen is in fantastic shape, which I can't say the same for my DSi. Also, my shoulder buttons are doing really well on this, so it looks like Nintendo fixed that issue, which plagued the previous systems very, very badly. Now, luckily for those of you guys that are interested in the 3D, that aren't interested in the 3D, you don't have to use it. This slider here allows you to change the depth and strength of the 3D, or you can have it entirely off. Also, you have the option to go into your settings over here, and you can change it and permanently turn it off if you don't even want to be bothered with having to deal with this, or if you have kids that you don't want them to be using the 3D, which is nice. This model is no longer in production. Unfortunately, this was discontinued pretty much as soon as the 3DS XL came out, and then, which is this bad boy here. I don't know about you, but this isn't portable. This is gigantic. And the pixel density sucks on this. And the battery life. But that's another review. But yeah, as you can see, this is a behemoth. And I thought getting rid of this was good for portables? I don't know. Many people like it, but I'm not one of them. Then, to come out with something that they thought was smaller and would appeal to younger crowds, they came out with the 2DS, which is atrocious. Never get this thing, it's horrible. I don't know what they were thinking. At least they didn't release it in Japan. The battery life on this is okay. If you play this a lot like I have, you're going to want to get one of these extended batteries because it's just simply not enough. I think I got maybe 3 hours of continuous play, like hardcore Pokemon hours, and for me that's just not enough. I was always tied to an AC adapter, so I switched out the battery for this. You can always get another spare OEM one from Nintendo's online store, but I found this to be the better option because this is rechargeable and it just has a longer charge in general. I believe this was an Energizer brand. Oh no, Nyko. Nyko, my apologies. Power Pack Plus for anyone interested in purchasing one. Now, as a whole, would I get the 3DS? Yes, of course. You'd be a fool not to. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a collector. It's more portable. The pixel density is much better. The graphics are much clearer and they're not stretched out like they are on the XL. The clamshell design protects the screens, unlike this monstrosity here, which I had to put like gorilla-style screen protectors on. I don't know how they thought that was supposed to be good for children, but I find it a lot nicer to hold in my hand. It's not a stretch for my fingers to hit the shoulder buttons. And it's still relevant, even though the new 3DS, this one, this is my current one, came out. These are the two side by side if anyone wants to look. They're about the same size. New one's just a tiny bit longer. But I do, oh well, I have to take into account that the extra battery's on here. So there we go. They're about the same width. This one's a little longer, but, and it has an added C stick. But that's for another review as well. Again, even if you don't want to upgrade to the new 3DS because it's expensive or you don't like it or whatever your reasons are, this is still a relevant console to buy because they have the NSC adapter if you want to use your Amiibo. They have the Circle Pad Pro. I think that's for XL 3DSs only, but you can check. And there's a lot of other things that still keep this relevant. Games are still being released for it. There's nothing exclusive for this as of yet. I know there are a few that will come out. However, this is still a great choice for the time being, and since none of them are going to be new, prices on them are relatively cheap. Now, I think anyone who wants to go out and get this for their kid, do this over the XL. I find it to be a little bit more sturdy. Maybe not this if they drop it and this is open, but I mean, it's a hinge. It's going to break if it's dropped the correct way. I love this console. I think it's one of the best handheld consoles Nintendo's released in a long time. So, you have my approval and my, I guess, blessings if you wish, to go out and purchase this for yourself, for your children, for friends, whoever wants one or whoever was thinking about getting one. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more. And till next time, guys, take care.